Question 86. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Switzerland is one of the leading exporters of gold in terms of value. Statement 2. Switzerland has the second largest gold reserves in the world. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? So I have given two sources. One is an article from Hindu, another is from Hindu Business Line. I'll explain why I included this source. One second. So this is the link. So first link is Swiss gold exports to China and India hit multi-year high. So this news was published on January 2022 during our preparation phase only. So here it talks about Swiss exports, and probably that is one reason it was asked, like it is mentioned, Switzerland is world's largest gold refining center and transit hub. Its trade data showed a 2020 plunge in exports to Asia, where most gold is sold as jewelry, and huge shipment to US and Britain. So here it is saying about exports, and it is also mentioning about exports to India. And let me just go back to the question. In the question, it said Switzerland is one of the leading exporters of golds in terms of value. So that is true. So refining and transit hub, being a refining and transit hub, it exports a lot of gold, and Switzerland is one of the leading exporters of gold and in terms of value. And if you see the statement 2, Switzerland has the second largest gold reserve in the world. So that is another statement given. Let me just, so there is no mention about gold reserve here, but if you see gold reserves up 36% in last 5 years. Central bank is gradually diversifying reserves away from US dollars. So there was a news that appeared in Business Line, and so India's gold reserves rises 9% in a year. All that data happened, and probably that is why they included that statement also. If you see, US and Germany are the first and second highest gold reserve countries. So having highest export value does not mean they keep a huge reserve of gold. So US, for obvious reasons, so they have huge gold reserves, and as you can see, if you India has been gradually increasing its holding of gold over the past few years, and India has been trying to diversify its forex reserves away from US dollar, purchasing 63 tons of gold to add to its reserves between July 2021 and June 22. So that is one way of having forex reserves. It is moving away from US dollars. So a huge part is having US dollars, and it is slowly moving away from US dollar to gold reserves. So that is the context of this question, and that is the reason why this question was asked. And so I have included one old news also. India among top 10 nations in gold reserves. So US leads the pack with 8,134 tons. So it appeared on 2019. It's a bit old news, but this data has been in news several times. So that is the reason I can say this question can be answered from regular reading of newspapers. So this is an interesting detail. IMF is ranked third with a holding of this much tons. So country wise, if you rank, IMF is ranked third. So all these data, once it hits newspaper, could be asked in exam. So yeah, there are many interesting info. Whenever such news come, just make a note of it. Okay, so I have shared all the links. I think I haven't shared this link. I will just add this to the document if you want to refer later. So yeah, so moving on to the next question.